It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter how powerful you are, how much money you have, how intelligent you are. If you want to build something enduring, you need people. Even if you don't want to build something enduring, even if you want to build something that is just sustainable, that is not ordinary, that is at least a little bit better than what you see around you, than what other people are doing, you need to learn to work with people. I see it too often and I understand. Everybody has different spiritual journeys. Some of us are meant here in this lifetime to learn how to work with people. Some of us are meant how to become more independent. But there are some basic rules of the material plane that you cannot overlook, that you cannot outrun. And one of the most important rules is you've got to have a support group. Without a solid support group, you cannot hope to live a fulfilling life. Sure, you'll be earning a lot of money, but if you don't have enough people supporting you on how to manage that money and how to make smart investments, what's that going to do to you? Sooner or later, it's going to bring you down. Sooner or later, you're going to burn out. So you need to be on the lookout constantly for more allies. And that will not happen. What I'm going to say right now is going to be very controversial, but that will not happen if your cup is full. What do I mean by that? If there are constantly people in your life where there is a disproportionate exchange, where they're taking a lot more from you than they're contributing. Sometimes it just happens. For example, in marriages, in long friendships, it happens. Sometimes you're at their best, sometimes they're at their best. And so, sometimes what 50-50 looks like is 80-20 quite a bit of the time, 60-40 quite a bit of the time, and 40-60 quite a bit of the time, 20-80 quite a bit of the time. You get it? But if consistently you have people in your life that are just not showing up for you, that are just not seeing your vision, then you, my friend, you are the CEO of your life. You have to keep the closest staff, the people closest to you. They are who are running the HQ. They are who are part of the enterprise that your life is. And if they're not showing up, you have to release them. And you have to invite new people in your life to help you out, to help you move further. And quite often, it's not an either or kind of a trade. It's simply that maybe you're growing too fast. Maybe what you want to accomplish requires a lot more hands on deck. And so you need to build more allies. You need to have more people working with you. What you need to understand is people will want to work for you if they have something to learn from you, if they have a clear monetary benefit like a salary, like shares, whatever. Or number three, and this is the most important, if they have the same vision as you do. If you get people who fulfill all these three criterias, amazing. But you have to understand, people are not just going to work for you because you want that. You're not just going to be able to find people to work with you, to help you build your dream, to help you build your company, to help you build your idea because you want it. You can't just keep crying that, they take the money that we give them, they take the perks that we give them, but they just don't do as much work as we want them to. I am here slaving all day, and what's the benefit of having these people on board? It's not their company, it's your company. It's not their idea, it's your idea. Even if it is your wife, even if it is your mother, unless you're a bodybuilder, it's not their dream to have 18-inch biceps. It's yours. It's not their dream to, let's say, run a marathon, run the Ironman. It's yours. So if it's your dream, you have to lead from the front. But even then, you will not go far if you do not consistently make new allies. And there's a very simple formula for this. I made an entire series on support groups actually 5 years ago. I didn't know quite a bit back then, but I knew this, that People who can grow as the same rate as you, roughly. People who believe or have more or less the same values as you do. And number three, people who complement your strengths and weaknesses. What you're good at, they may not be that good at it. Or what you're bad at, they make up for it. Now, that does not excuse you from the work that you need to do. Like, you can't be just pathetic at finance and expect your spouse to always help you out with it. No, some work needs to be done, but there needs to be this complementary give and take for any sustainable support group. Just run these three checks. Number one, do they believe in the same things that I do? Do we have the same values, more or less? Number two, are they growing at around about the same rate that I'm growing at? Will they be able to keep up? Will we be able to keep up? Number three, is there a complementary set of skills? Is there a synergy here? Is there a possibility for a strategic alliance where they're good at something and I'm not that good at, and that I'm good at something that I could bring them? Run this simple check. And the more you find such people around you, do not be afraid to reach out. Just call them out for coffee. Let's not coffee. I mean, you can call anybody for coffee. Anybody at all. Just say, hey, you want to catch up and have a cup of coffee together? You want to meet at the Starbucks? You want to meet at that Third Wave? You want to meet at that coffee place? Just this act of inviting somebody who you feel could be a potential ally, just this simple act can do wonders for whatever it is that you do. Just opening this energy a little bit and reaching out to people that you like. Why do you always have to sit around and wait for people to reach out to you? You could reach out to people. But yes, as I said, run these three checks. And when you run this simple check and you find somebody that could be a great friend, that could be a great companion, that could be somebody that you could create something with, doesn't necessarily have to be a great long partnership. Maybe you just collab for a few years and you do great work. But where people err is that they get trapped in their comfort zone. And they forget that the rules of life are the same irrespective of what your planetary combinations are, irrespective of what your soul's purpose is. The rules of life are simple. As primates, as social beings, if you want to succeed, if you want to have a good life, you need to constantly make new friends. You need to constantly build alliances. Okay? If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you can stay abreast of all the wonderful content that I post here, and push the bell icon so that you can be notified every single time I post. If you want a personal session with me, or if you want to check out my Astro Life Coaching course, the links are given here in the description box, including the links to my books and my articles. Okay? Adios.